Hey guys, it's Oladipo of Captain's Photography and welcome to my YouTube channel. And today we will be looking at how to create a cover for our YouTube channel for those that don't have, and for those that already have and want to improve on it. We'll be doing so in Photoshop, so let's get right into it. While we have Photoshop open, we'll go to Create New to create our background layer. And we'll be working with the size 2560 by 1440. We'll leave our resolution at 300, and yes, we'll be working with pixels. In create, don't bother about the background layer because we would be changing that soon. So as we've seen our background layer, because the size for YouTube cover is 2560 by 1440. But it is not the whole picture that shows in the cover. It is just the middle picture, the center. And to create a guideline that will help us, we would use the rectangle tool. You could come here to click on the rectangle tool, or you could just press U. And we will draw out a rectangle in the middle. The size does not matter for now because we'll be changing the size later. So we'll change the fill type to no color, then we'll stroke, pick a color different from your background. I'll be using red, and I'll increase my stroke to about 4 so I can see it, and yes, and press enter. And so to align, remember I said we were going to change the size of the grid line, that's the guideline rather. We'll come up here, we'll be using the same width with our original background, that's 2560, and our height will change to 423, that's 423, and then we'll click on enter, and we would align our rectangle tool with the background tool by holding Control and clicking on the background layer, then press V, then align vertically and horizontally. That would put our guideline in the middle. So we'll come to a rectangle. The reason for us duplicating this layer is because the way our cover shows on a PC is quite different from the way it shows on a phone. So we would want to create another guideline for a phone cover. So by doing that, we'll duplicate our first rectangle layer by pressing Ctrl J and press U to change the size of the new one. So we'll come back up here and change the width to 1540 and leave the height as 423 and press enter. Then, like we did with the first rectangle layer, we aligned it with the background layer. We'll be doing so with the second rectangle layer by holding Control and clicking on the background layer, press V to activate our move tool, and align vertically and horizontally like we did with the first one. I will be changing my background color because I won't be working with white. You can leave yours as white if you already have your cover settled, because I will just be creating my cover for YouTube and I thought to show you guys how to do it. So I will change my background layer color by clicking on G to activate the paint bucket. This is the paint bucket here. Then before I do that, I'll bring in the artwork I want to work with, the picture. We'll do that by going to File, Place Embedded, then click on the picture I want to use. I will be using this picture. Okay, I'll be using this picture and place. And we'll resize it to fit our phone guideline by holding Alt and clicking on the corner and reducing it. Or we can just come to width here and just click on it, move to left and right so you are satisfied with it. I'm okay here, and then I will just move it towards the side like this and click on OK. as we can see, the background layer of my picture is different from my background layer for the cover. So I'll be changing my background cover layer by clicking on here. So I pick the color to be the same. This is the color picker, this cursor here, and you click anywhere you click on it, automatically picks the color and matches it. So I'll be clicking on my background layer to pick the color, and I'll press OK. I'll press G for my paint bucket and go to my background layer, then click on it. It automatically changes the background layer cover. And we can see that the color is not exactly the same, and to make it match, I will be using the eraser tool to clean up my background layer, the soft eraser, so that it can blend with the background layer. And to get to the eraser, you press E, or you just come here and find the eraser tool. You increase the size by pressing your close bracket or whatever that is called. You see it on the screen, so increase it and right click, make sure the hardness is set to 0, and you pick your size. Size is by preference. As you see, I clicked on it. It's going to erase. Control Z. So click on our picture layer so it knows that that is what we want to erase part of. Click on it. Yes, I think I want to reduce my eraser. Yes, and you soften the edge by cleaning. Yes, by clicking. As you can see, picture is beginning to blend with the background. Yeah, you can keep going at it till you are satisfied. And obviously, won't just believe in my picture there, I'll be adding some text. And to add text, you can either come here to click on it or press T to get it to text. And I'll be using a different font from this. I already have a pre-installed signature font that I would like to use, and yes, Adinda Milia, if I pronounce that correctly. Click on your work and write whatever you want. Me, I would be using, okay, the reason why you can't say it is because the text color is the same with the background color. You come up here to change the text color. I think I want to use, yeah, the same color with my sweatshirt. Press OK and come back here, type whatever you want, and I'll be typing captains photograph. In Photoshop has this check spelling that would help you to make sure your spelling is correct. Then I'll highlight all my text by pressing Ctrl A, and yeah, so that way captains and photograph is aligned. And I can increase the size by going to here, the font size, like we do in Microsoft Word. You can increase your font size. That's easy. Let's see 18, and let's see 24. Let's press OK. And to adjust the size and to adjust where it is, you press Ctrl T. You see the move to. Okay, I'll be adjusting the size since we'll keep in mind like this. To the left, Okay, now that we're satisfied with our YouTube cover, we can make our guidelines invisible by clicking on the eye. Here you see the eye sign here. Click on it, it makes it visible or invisible. Now it's visible. When we click on it, it becomes invisible, and so we can save our work by coming to File, Save As, Save Type As. We will make it JPEG and change the name to YouTube cover. YouTube cover. Press save. You want to increase your quality to 12, that is the maximum. Press OK, and it has saved. So let's check on what we've done. Cover, YouTube cover. Wait for it to load up. We'll open our artwork, and as you can see, and then we'll come here, we'll take it to full screen by pressing slideshow. Our new YouTube cover. Come here. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.